Welcome back to The Extra Point. I'm Alyssa Truesdale, and today we have Michael Allshouse, who's the Director of Football Operations at the Indoor Football League, speaking with us today. How are you doing, Michael?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Michael is a JMU alum, so he's here to help us out with some career advice. So can you first start off by telling us a little bit about what the Indoor Football League is? I know a lot of people have heard of the Arena Football League, but maybe not so much the Indoor Football League.
We're very similar to the Arena Football League, just on a smaller scale. We're not in quite as large as cities as them, so they used to be in the New York, LA, those kind of Philadelphia, big cities. We're in cities such as Sioux Falls, Omaha, Allen, Texas, smaller suburb cities. But the same concept, we play football indoors. Instead of 11 men, we play 8 men, 8 on 8. The field is exactly half as large, so instead of 100 yards wide, we're 50 yards wide, or excuse me, 100 yards long, we're 50 yards long. Instead of 50 yards wide, we're 25 yards wide. So same premise, we're professional football. So.
And can you tell us some of your duties as the Director of Football Operations?
Yeah, absolutely. For Director of Football Operations, I deal with pretty much all of our player transactions, any signings, player contracts, releases, trades. Those types of things go through me. I approve them, keep a database of all of our players and where they are, where they've been, where they're going. So any of our players that we promote to the NFL, keep in contact with them. I also am the compliance officer for the league, so I deal with a lot of our internal issues, team-to-team conflicts, player-to-team conflicts, those kind of things. So I'm kind of the judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Now, what other kind of internships and job opportunities are there in the Indoor Football League?
With the league office, we're always looking for people to help out. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of money with minor league sports, so the salary is something that you'd have to work with. But if you're looking for work experience, we always can find something for you guys to help out with, whether it's communications, whether it's football operations, basically all aspects of sports and what we do at the league office. We also have a number of teams located throughout the USA that are always looking for help during the season, during the off season. So there's unlimited amount of opportunities for students that are looking to do an internship with our league. So
is it easy for students to find these internships? I mean, you have a website online or places where they can apply for them? Yeah,
absolutely. Most of our teams, all of our teams have websites. Most of them have employment opportunities listed on there as well. But your best bet, honestly, as I said with our the presentations, the network. Reach out to these people. Call the number, call the league office, call just a chat, introduce yourself. Build relationships, build friendships. That's your best bet in the long run of networking and getting contact with people.
Now, given that you were a communications intern to start and then became the Director of Communications, what advice do you have for students here at JMU that are looking to get into the sports communications industry?
The biggest thing right now is you need to be building your resume, whether that's helping, volunteering with stuff around JMU, athletics department here, interning. I can't stress the importance of interns. Every summer you should be interning, even if you're not getting paid, even if you're not getting college credit for it. Volunteer your time. You're young, you have a lot of energy and free time. You can worry about money later on in life. But the more experience you have, the more that you can differentiate yourself from all your competitors. They're your friends and your peers now, but eventually you all are going to be looking for jobs here pretty soon once you graduate. So the more you differentiate yourself from your competition, the better chances you have of landing a job once you graduate.
And do you think that it's better to go right to grad school after graduating, or maybe go into an internship, or what are your thoughts on going to grad school versus getting an internship right upon graduating?
I think it's a personal preference. For me, I didn't think that I would ever go back to school once I graduate if I went right into the work field. Kind of a creature of habits, and once I got into the daily routine of working, I don't know if I'd ever want to go back. So for me, I knew I wanted to get my master's. I thought I might as well just get it all out of the way right then and there. Do 4 years at JMU, do 2 years of grad school at VCU, and then go out and pursue my career in the sports industry. But really, it's really all preference, whichever the individual person, how they feel about it.
So what's next for you in your sports career?
That's a good question. I recently got a promotion and a little bit of a raise, so I'm happy with what I do. But I'm always looking for the next best opportunity. So I always love challenging myself and growing as not only a person but in my career professionally. So we'll see what happens.
Do you have any other advice for our sport and rec management students here?
Again, just outwork the competition. Again, with internships, I can't stress the importance of that and networking enough. But as I said in the presentation, everybody's got a degree once they graduate. Everybody's smart. Everybody's creative. But you can't teach hustle and you can't teach work ethic. Excuse me. So if you outwork the competition, you'll get better results in the long run.
All right, thank you, Michael. That's all we have for today. See you next time on The Extra Point.